Om Shri Mahaperiyava Sharanam. Voice of God, Volume 1. Main title, Society. Chapter 63, Dharma, Love and the Government. There is an ancient saying that the king is the source of all dharma. Raja Dharmasya Karanam. Let us see what this means. First of all, what is dharma? All those who are born as human beings have hunger and thirst. They need a place to live. Clothes are required for protection from cold and sun and to ensure decency. Man has to provide for all these things. He does some job and provides for himself these things. Apart from fulfilling the minimum needs for oneself, everyone has to discharge some duties in respect of others. Since everyone is born in a family, he has to take responsibility for those in the family and when he gets married for his wife and children. Man has to discharge his duties to the society and his country. Personal needs can be met in several ways. Duties towards the family and the country can be discharged in several ways. But one should not do these things as he likes, but in a manner no harm is done to anyone and without too much desire and anger. Any job can be performed in a manner that one can raise oneself and also uplift others. Conducting the activities relating to this world in a manner that helps the spiritual growth of all concerned is dharma. A society in which several people live together should be maintained properly by ensuring that there is no friction between different types of functions carried out by them and in a manner that there is spiritual upliftment for the whole society. The duty of the government is to do this. It is the responsibility of the government to ensure the disciplined life of the subjects and to make use of all the opportunities for their spiritual upliftment. That is why it has been said that Raja Dharmasya Karanam. There are several activities for the government and the individuals. However much the activities, their objectives and the basis should be love. If there is an activity, there must be something which becomes subject to its result. Just as there is the one who carries out an act, there must necessarily be someone who would have to experience the result of such action. Any activity that is to be carried out should be done with love to those who are going to experience the consequences of such activity. Every activity must be rooted in love. In worldly matters, there may be compelling circumstances in which war may become a necessity. Some people have to be punished. Even when fighting war and meting out punishment, it should be done without hatred for other person and with love. Whatever be the nature of the act, there should be nothing but love in the heart of the person who acts. Love is one thing, but the ahimsa of Buddha and Gandhi are different. When out of love measures are taken for the good of the world, it may become unavoidable to subject those who have done wrong to some violence. In such circumstances, there is nothing wrong in violence. But in our hearts, we should only have love for the person undergoing punishment. Punishment must be meted out with the awareness that the person has to be subjected to violence only for the larger good of the world and also for the good of the person concerned. That is, he should not again commit the same harm and multiply his sins. By completely giving up desire, anger, hatred, and deceit, anything can be done for the good of the world. If love alone becomes the guide for all actions, several evils of the world will gradually disappear. This is not my preaching. This is the essence of all the preachings of all the rishis and munis of this Bharat. Om Shri Mahaperiyava Sharanam. Jaya Jaya Shankara, Hara Hara Shankara.